Hello and welcome to this point. So this is actually our video number 10 when it comes to the pivot tables, and it's actually a continuation of the video number 9. So make sure you actually check on number 9 first before you actually come to this point here. So we're still checking on filters when it comes to pivot tables. So I would actually want us to check on how we can filter the top n items, that's the top 3 or the top 10. Then we also check on how we can filter the bottom 10 or bottom 3. Then we also see how we can insert the slicers. Very simple. So before you continue, subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on my X account, because we are on a journey to build one of the largest data analytics community. So that's it. Now let's come to this point here and check how we can obtain the top n items. So you would actually want to obtain the top, let's say you can actually check that in this point here. I have up to this product number 1, product 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 products here. So I would actually want us to obtain the top 3 products. So top 3 products when it comes to the amount. So the largest 3 when it comes to the amount. So you can actually check that the largest amount is actually for the banana. So we'll actually obtain the banana. We will also obtain the second largest one. In this point, you can actually check that it's 191,257 for the apples. And finally, we will also get 142,439 for the broccolis. So we expect to have the bananas, the apples, and the broccolis. That is the top 3 products. So we can also obtain the bottom 2 or the bottom 3. For the bottom 3, we'll actually check on that. So let's first check how we can obtain the top 3 products when it comes to the amount. So click inside the products there. That's where we actually do have the filtering icon. So click on one of the products, right click, then filter here. Then in this point here, we have what you call top 10. So by default, it will actually be top 10. But you can actually check that. In my case, we have 7 products only. So the list is not actually going past 10 or up to 10. No. So by default, it's always top 10. So you have to edit it. So in this point, we are obtaining the top. So you can actually check that it's top or bottom. So top n actually means it can be a number of your choice. It can be 3, it can be 5, it can be 10, something like that. So in this point, we are obtaining top 3. So for the top 3, we have actually said it will be the banana, then the apples, then also the broccoli. That's 342.95, 191.257, and finally 142.439. So in this point here, yes, we are obtaining the items. Yes, so we are obtaining the items and we are filtering based on the sum of amount. So this filtering of top 3 items is actually based on the sum of amount. That's it. Let's now hit OK so that you can check what actually happens. Now you can check that I have my 3 products there. The apples 191.257. I have the bananas 340.295, and finally the broccolis 142.439. You can also edit this so that it can obtain you the top 4. To actually modify that top n filter, you just have to click inside the products or inside the item there, right click, then come to this point for filter, then come to top 10 here. Then you just have to edit that 3 to 4, then just hit OK, and you'll actually realize that one item will be added, which is the item. It's actually the carrots. And the amount is 136,945. So that's basically how you can obtain the top n products. So before we actually continue to see how we can obtain the bottom n products, I will actually bring you to this point here. So in this case, you can actually check that I will be accepting the work from your end. That's for the templates. So you can actually book for this monthly retainer so that I can design for you the template. After designing for you the template, I can manage the same template and deliver or get you the results. So that will be $50 every month. But for the one-time task, I will also be doing these kinds of templates here: the ultimate business templates, the personal finance templates, the inventory templates, the reporting templates, that's the AI-powered reporting templates, HR and payroll templates, sales performance trackers, and everything else. So you can actually check that the prices are fairly good, from $12 all the way to $22. Fairly good, and you'll actually get top products. And you'll actually get top templates for yourself. And on this other end, you will also notice that I'll be accepting the projects from your end. Let's say, for example, your work is running on a monthly basis. So you'll have to book for this monthly retainer, which is actually for the monthly subscription. So every month you will have to be paying $550, and I'll actually do everything that's cloud in Excel, dashboards, charts, automation, Power BI, pivot tables and models, financial forecast, templates management, everything. That's $550 a month. But if your work is not actually running on a monthly basis, let's say for example you just have your work running once in a while, then you can just get me these kinds of work here. So for the AI powered dashboard designs, it's actually $150. AI data analysis and insights, $200. AI automation and smart macros, $250. AI enhanced Power BI reports, it's actually $300. So the prices are fairly good. Yeah. And one of the biggest deals that we also have in this point is that you can also access all my courses on my Google Drive account at $100. So my website is actually on hold a bit, but it will be back live. And when the website is actually back live, you won't actually lose your access to these courses. So your access will actually be shifted from the Google Drive account into the website. So you just have to pay $100 and you actually get all these courses. That's from AI in BI, AI in Excel, core visualization, all the way up to formulas and functions. So 20 courses on Microsoft Excel will actually take you into data analytics mastery. So imagine getting all this at $100 when the deal will actually be going at $945. So to actually reach me out for the projects, the templates, and the courses, this is my email. So let's actually talk business. So in this point, allow me to actually show you how we can obtain the bottom end products based on the sum of amount. So first of all, you have to clear the filter that actually exists there. So click on one of the items inside the products, then right click. Then in this point here, we have filter, then clear filter from the product. So in this point, I would actually want us to obtain the bottom two. Clearly, you can actually check that the bottom two based on the sum of amount will be the beans, because it's actually 57,281. And we also have the mango, which is actually 57,079. So those ones will actually be the bottom two, beans and the mango. So click inside one of the items in products. So remember, we are actually clicking on this point here because there is no filter button here. So you have to click on the part which has the filter button. So right click on it, then filter. Then on this case, we click on top 10. I know you are wondering why is it top 10 and not bottom 10. So you have to click on the top 10 like that so that you can actually change this point here. So you have to select bottom. Just like that. So it's now bottom. But in my point, we actually wanted to obtain the bottom two items based on the sum of amounts. So the moment I hit OK, we'll actually expect to have beans 57,281 and mango 57,079. So hit OK there. Now you can actually check that I have the two beans and the mango. Now the moment we actually adjust so that we can obtain the bottom three, let's check. So I'll right click there, then on this point here for the filter, I'll click on top 10 and I'll just edit so that I have 3, then that's all. So the moment you hit OK there, you will have oranges 104,438. So that's all. Let's now clear this filter here. So we right click again and filter, then clear filter from the product.